Merry Christmas. I wanted to make this video originally talking about how much you do for me and how much I appreciate everything that you do, and how much I love you, but it's kind of too hard to put into words, basically because everything that I do in my life, I wouldn't be able to do it if not for you. You've supported all of us through everything. For me, when I quit baseball and I wanted to be a swimmer, and then I wanted to be a wrestler, and then I wanted to play football, and then all this other stuff, you were nothing but supportive through all of it. And then the past few years, when I've kind of struggled finding my way and understanding what I want to do, you've been nothing but a source of hope, that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and the darkest days don't define our lives. You've been an inspiration to me since I was a little kid, just to know where you came from as a child to where you are now, and what you do to provide for all of us and support all of us. It's really like mind-blowing for me, just because I'm having trouble with the past 2 years just trying to figure out what I want to do, and you came from nothing to supporting 6 kids, mom, and all of our hopes and dreams. So yeah, there's too much to put into a short little video. I'll write a letter and try and get it all down in that. I love you. Merry Christmas. Bye.
There are many reasons I love my dad, but one of the biggest reasons I love him is because he's always there for me and shows up for everything he can. I can't remember the last baseball game I've had where he hasn't showed up. He's also taught me to try and be the best at anything I can, and he makes me want to be the best because of how much he believes in me. He's the hardest worker I've ever met in my life, and that inspires me to work as hard as I can no matter what I'm doing.
My favorite thing about my dad is that he is probably my biggest fan and biggest supporter. When I was younger, he would never fail to get up before my meets, even when he didn't have to drive me, and wish me luck and tell me to go kill it and that go crush it, KB. And the funniest thing about my dad is probably his killer dance moves and his awesome singing voice. And I've never met someone so confident in lyrics that are not the correct ones. And he also reminds me, I told him today, he reminds me of Phoebe Buffay because he always makes up his own theme songs and his own music. And yeah, I love you, Dad. Thank you for always making us feel loved, and I can always tell how much you love spending time with our family, and I love having you around. I love having you as my dad.
I love my dad because he's the guy who will wake us up in the morning singing songs he doesn't know, so he knows we start the day off with a laugh. He'll be the guy cheering the loudest, so he knows we hear him when we're competing. And if he misses our competition, it'll be the first phone call we get. But he motivates us, and he motivates me every day to be a better version of myself and to keep working hard. And if I let my head hang, then he'll make sure I get my head up and be confident and be a better person. And to you, Dad, I wouldn't be the person I am today without you. So thank you and love you.
For me, when I think about my dad and what I love about him, I remember when I was a young girl, he would sing a couple different songs to me. One about how much he loved me, and then another, he would change the song Brown Eyed Girl to Blue Eyed Girl for my sister and I loved that. Also, I remember being able to hear him loudest cheering for me from the stands at swimming, and also embarrassing me at gymnastics. Other than that, it's really just been a comedy. Every day he'll sing and dance and laugh his way through the day, no matter really what is happening. So yeah, love you, Dad.
I love my dad because he's the best friend, coach, mentor, and father that anyone could ever ask for. Whether it was spending endless hours on baseball growing up or making me laugh when I wanted to cry the most, my dad was always the first person to be there for me and have my back through thick and thin. I know I never made things easy on him growing up, and I'm sure he can tell you the same. He was able to teach me countless life lessons that shaped me into the young man that I am today. If I had to say one thing to my dad, it's how much I love him and how much he means to me, because I know for a fact I would not be where I am today without him. So to you, Dad, I thank you, and I love you very much.